Hello everybody, this is Albert with Green Tea House. I hope you're doing well today. Today I'm going to posit the question whether or not Gyokuro is the healthiest beverage on the planet. Now before we begin, make sure you check out our back catalog of episodes. We have over 150 and I'll make sure I put some banners up here that are germane to this. Also, if you haven't done so already, please visit us at the Tea House and subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. So Gyokuro, we do have an individual episode on Gyokuro, but we'll do a quick review. Gyokuro is Japanese green tea. It is considered to be the high end of Japanese green tea. Why is that? Well, the taste, the liquor is just preeminent. And as much as you might like sencha or genmaicha, hojicha, or some of the other Japanese green teas, Gyokuro is par excellence. So if you look at the taste, or let's say you look at the liquor, it almost looks like, especially if it's good quality Gyokuro, it's going to look like Mountain Dew. It's just a fluorescent green liquor to it. The taste is going to be I would say the most oceanic, the most vegetal, the most umami of all the green teas. And the only close rival would be matcha, because there is similar preparation between matcha and Gyokuro, which we'll talk about in a second. But there's no other taste. And when you taste good quality Gyokuro, it is mind-blowing. Now, good quality Gyokuro is expensive, but if you're willing to splurge, it's something great to drink at home. Now, so why do I posit the question that Gyokuro is the healthiest beverage on the planet? Well, let's scale back. Is tea the healthiest beverage on the planet? And I would say yes. Why? Well, it's the second most consumed beverage in the world. That doesn't say anything. I mean, look, you look at America, what's probably the most consumed beverage here? Coca-Cola. But that being said, it is the second most consumed beverage in the world behind water. And the thing about tea is all the benefits you get from water, you get from tea, because tea is 99% water. So then you look at the tea leaf, and we have an episode on this as well, the 3 healthiest categories from the 6 categories of Camellia sinensis, or tea. We've also talked about on the 2 healthiest teas that we have here. If you look per ounce, pound per pound, if we're going to use a boxing analogy, green tea has the highest levels of what makes tea the healthiest thing on the planet. Yes, it does have caffeine, not as much as coffee does. It is a great diuretic. It is great for cognition because of the theanine in it, but it's the polyphenols, it's the catechins, it's these levels of anti-inflammatory agents, and you find them the most in green tea, and I would say white tea would be second. And why is this? Well, because they pluck the green tea leaf and then they steam it, so they kill green, so it's not been broken down or oxidized. So Japanese green tea is the healthiest beverage, I would say, on the planet. It just really is, in terms of overall lifestyle, longevity, and whatnot, because it has a lot of these components that are exceedingly good for keeping your inflammation down, and therefore cancer, inflammation, all the types, autoimmune, all these things. Doesn't mean you'll never get cancer if you drink 6 cups of tea. But if you look at kind of the blue communities around the world, or the areas of the world that live off of the ocean, in particular, if you look at like Japan, Okinawa, all these areas, they have a very long life expectancy. And it's not just because they drink a lot of tea, but there's other factors. So is Gyokuro the healthiest beverage in the world? Well, we know that tea is the healthiest beverage in the world. And if Gyokuro is the highest level of green tea, in that they shade the tea leaves 2 to 3 weeks before plucking it to increase all the things that make tea exceedingly healthy, plus the caffeine level's high, but too much caffeine can be a problem. But if they do things to kind of biohack the Camellia sinensis plant, then you could argue that Gyokuro is the healthiest beverage on the planet. I would argue that it's the healthiest tea that comes from the Camellia sinensis plant. Matcha would be number 2, because they do shade the leaves for matcha as well. So you could put that as a number 2, but if you look at the amount of catechins or antioxidants, I would say Gyokuro is the healthiest beverage in the world. Guys, you can post in the comments if you disagree or agree. I would tell you that, look, anecdotally, I'm sure there's some shrub somewhere in Siberia or in Korea or whatnot that might have higher levels of antioxidants, catechins, but overall, like well-known beverages in the world, I would say Gyokuro probably is the best. Post in the comments. Until next time, take care. God bless.